Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm back once again, baby. Breaking change coming to you right now, man. We on this thing, man. Man. I just gotta keep on throwing it out there, man. It's gonna be full before the end of the year, before the end of the night. Oh well, it's gonna be two for the next day, but uh, I want to say something about my. Once he put that thing on my heart, I had to say I'm gonna put it out there. Uh, Say something about single life. You know, right now I had to go back and marry Jesus. That's what I had to do. He said before I release her to you. That I'm speaking for everybody, him or her. I'm speaking to both genders. There's only two genders on the world. I'm not including with the LGBT. I'm talking to the two genders on earth that God created. He said to make sure to speak about single life because you're going to need it. Because you're going to need how to learn how to love yourself. Because when she comes, are you going to be ready? Because I want you to be ready for me first. I need you to follow me first. And the scripture going to be coming from, I'm going to read the scripture first, but it's talking about the 10 versions of what they done. I'm going to read it to you. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lampshades and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them was foolish, and 5 was wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise, however, took oil and joy along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all began drowsy and fell asleep. At midnight, the cry rang, "Here the bridegroom, come out to meet him." Then all of the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out." And they replied, "They will not be enough for both of us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." But while you are on the way to buy oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who already went in with him to the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Later the others came. Sir, they said, "open the door for us." But he replied, "I tell you the truth, I don't know you. Therefore keep watch, because you don't know the day or the hour." Well, this could be a marriage thing, this could be a promotion, this could be anything. But right now, he's showing me, you got to be married to Jesus first before anything presents to you. Because if you're not ready, you're not going to be ready. Just like these 5 foolish virgins. They wasn't ready when the bridegroom came. And a lot of people gonna be in their feelings. I've been on this thing. I've been single for a year and a half now, and I'm not used to this. I never been this long day in my life. This is the first ever before I start getting into girlfriend relationships. I used to jump relationship to relationship, but this time around, I told him last year, "Guy, you give me the next one. I'm done. When it's time, I know it's time. because you gonna present it to me. You're gonna present that promotion. You're gonna present whatever it is that my heart desires. But I have to desire him first. I have to submit to him first. You know what I'm saying? If you want to submit to your husband and wife, you got to submit to God first. And being single is not a bad thing. A lot of people say, man, I'm old. I'm too old for it. Man, I just saw a 7-year-old woman just got married. I don't know how long it was, but a 7-year-old woman got married. She looked like she was 50 years old. So, it doesn't matter what year it is. I don't care, you could be 100 years old. It still ain't too late for marriage. It ain't too late for love. But don't forget about, don't wake up love when it's not time. You know, but when it's time, just like this bridegroom, get ready. That's what this Proverbs was talking about. These 5 foolish ones wasn't ready when the bridegroom came. But when he came, that was not in sight. And then when they got back, he was gone. You know what I'm saying? He said, I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? But you have, because many of us, like myself, got left behind so many times. And I wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And till this day right now, my single life been, being on a rocky track because I'm not used to this. I'm not. I'm used to having a woman on my side. But I don't. It's just me and my son, and I'm having a glorious time with him. Our relationship is so tight right now. It's real tight. And I can't take this for granted because, things could change. And I want that to make sure that when he grows up, you know what I'm saying, he knows his daddy and just, you know what I'm saying, and help him along the way, you know what I'm saying. I'm training him as a child should be, you know what I'm saying. I'm helping him out along the way, and he's stepping up as a young man. You know, I'm not the perfect husband, a perfect wife. I'm not the perfect. I'm not. I hope I'm not no wife. I'm not gonna be the perfect husband. I'm not gonna be a perfect man when I meet that person. But I know that for sure. God is leading me on a better path. I'm very humble of what's going on. I'm very open and wise to see that it's all right to be single for a moment, because you don't want it to rush into a relationship when you ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Because once the relationship is there, then what? You know what I'm saying? You don't fall back into the traps of the enemy again, because it's basically like you going ahead God's plan, and he don't want that to happen, because he want everything to fall in place for you to understand that was the right time to do it. Don't put on the facade of what's going on and think God knows your heart. You know what I'm saying? For real, God knows your heart. Because as men, we think that we could get an easy meal. We could get a check from here and there. That's what I felt. You know what I'm saying? And he's showing me a different perspective of women. You know what I'm saying? Another view to women, to people generally. You know what I'm saying? Women is people too, just like men. Everybody is the same. Not different, but they people. They have feelings. They have emotions. They just don't. They ain't a trophy on the case. There are people with ideas and plans in their life. You have to look at that too. You know what I'm saying? And single life is nothing, that you should have shame for. It's nothing to shame or guilt for. You know what I'm saying? If you in that situation right now and you waiting on your wife and husband, just keep waiting, keep working. you waiting, but you working at the same time. You working on yourself. You working your environment around you. You working on order. You working on honor. You working on peace. You working on love. You working on the fruits of the spirit. Working on yourself. You want to, when that person come into your life, you're not going to be 100% ready. Nobody going to be 100% ready when you go into a situation. You're not. Just don't think you perfect. You're not going to be ready when you come into this position. Because, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready when I went into the single life. I wasn't ready, but this is what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, dude, nobody ain't gonna meet me while I'm in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? No house. A lot of people think like that, but don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't gonna pick me up. No, because you don't know what God has in plan. You don't know what God gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He might say something like that, and bam. And that's how God could work. He show you what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure when you living the single life, man, just be ready at all costs. Because you don't know when it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? God knows your heart. It's some things that you won't figure out. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want you to figure out. But when he do want you to figure out, it's going to be something to thank you for it and glorify his name, because man, being single is very, very relaxing. You know what I'm saying? You have peace. You know what I'm saying? Nobody coming in asking you questions about food and where you been at. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But once you get ready, for that special someone in your life, God gonna know when you're ready. You're not gonna be one of these foolish bridesmaids, the 5 virgins, you know what I'm saying, left the oil. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be ready. You're not gonna be ready at 100%. You're gonna be expected, but you're not gonna be ready. You ain't gonna be ready for everything, but you're gonna expect it that the bridegroom came, because you married to Jesus right now. If you in the Word and you married to Jesus right now, until that special person, till he's sending you that special person. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get you to wipe all this past relationship off your mind. These ungodly yokes, godly soul ties off of your mind. He trying to get you to release all this stuff you pulled before he release it to you. Because I had to release all this stuff off my mind too. You know what I'm saying? And I know that he will let me know that I wasn't ready. These past relationships, I know that he was showing me that you ain't ready. I knew you wasn't ready. I knew. I had you go through that to show you wasn't ready. And sure enough, I wasn't ready. Am I ready now? That's the question that you should ask yourself. That, are you ready now? Doesn't matter where you at. Doesn't matter where I'm at right here in the hotel. Oh, I'm ready right now. That's the question. You had to ask yourself that, but are you ready for that commitment? You gotta submit to God first before you do anything. Submit to him first, because it's gonna work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Use this time wisely. Get yourself together. I'm loving this life right now. You know what I'm saying? But when that person come into my life, it's gonna be even better, because it's gonna be a helper. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a mother. I already got one. You know what I'm saying? I want a helper. When she come in here, you know what I'm saying, things should be done. Majority of the stuff should be done. You know what I'm saying? I should be having order and fashion along the way. And some of the things that I'm struggling in, she can help me out, and I get stronger. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money either. You know what I'm saying? The money gonna start coming in. Don't work. That's first thing you shouldn't never do. Think about the money. Just think about uh the person. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually start learning from one another. Start knowing each other. You know what I'm saying? And the money gonna be coming in once your relationship start going bigger and bigger in the relationship. You know, in the marriage, because it's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn each other. You gotta learn about yourself first before you get into any marriage, any relationship. You know what I'm saying? Please, that's what the single life is all about. If I knew this about 5 years ago, 5 years ago, man, but I had to go through the process. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him taking me through this process, I wouldn't be sharing it to you. So just keep in God first and what you do. You know what I'm saying? Don't be these 5 versions and miss out on what God is trying to give you, because eventually it's gonna come back around. But are you ready? That's the clue. Are you ready? He don't want to come back and say, but he replied, I tell you the truth, I don't know you. Therefore, keep watch, because you don't know the day of the hour. You don't know the day hour when he gonna show up or she gonna show up. Just be ready at all costs. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what I'm living at. If God ready for me to, to move on into that chapter, hey, let's go. But I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, as a vessel to tell whoever is in that situation right now and in the waiting process. Just keep getting yourself ready and stay busy. Don't keep on thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it's going to come. You know what I'm saying? When you keep on thinking about it, it's not going to show. Just stay busy. Keep your mind focused on what's going on. Just stay focused. You know what I'm saying? They going to come. Just like the baseball field. If you build it, they will come. So I gotta get off this thing, man. I hope this word's encouragement for the single people, because married people too, if you wanna have them including, but mainly for the single folks, just keep building on for yourself to help yourself through this situation, because I know that day gonna come and it's gonna be rejoice of what's going on. It's gonna be a little rocky in the moment. It might be awkward situation, but that's God doing his best for you. He want the best for you. He want the best life, you know what I'm saying, for both of y'all, to have this bond and connect, like, you know what I'm saying, nobody business, you know what I'm saying, and do well and live well and don't have to go through no craziness no more. So, you know what I'm saying, but just go back, you know what I'm saying, and work on yourself, and don't kill yourself if that person not there yet. Just keep on working. That's all I gotta say. Just keep working and have faith in God, because that person gonna come around for sure. So I gotta get off this thing. Signing off. And shalom.